Yankees, and George M. Steinbrenner for about that as well. First pitch coming up. He's started happening in the offseason.
Winner, and you're hearing your name. Are you going to
ball second base? Vivas on to first. Our show is the DH. Had some rotator lifting that one out to right field.
This is a big question mark as well. Makes Austin Wells
the top of the lineup, in your opinion, and get off
to scoring position if he had a chance.
Perfito to first, Goldschmidt on to
a lot of times young hitters on his fastballs. You have some life on his fastball.
Stop that big front leg strike.
Maybe you have those guys lead off.
Why steal a base? Well, the Yankees lead. That is instant off. Brings up Aaron Judge.
That leadoff role. Does it off perspective as far as maybe giving.
Boys coming up. You got Judge, Bellinger, and Gold short. Season traded to the Yanks this off facility. Even as a veteran, feels like they have
the first half. He come from maybe not having that great.
2-0.
You have Jazz Chisholm could hit you 30. So he just drops to head.
First half. So there are obvious signs that is. Bowden Francis for that 5th spot.
Kevin Gossman, you had him in there. They were Santander out as far.
On the team. Kelly, we've talked about.
There's a lot of guys and almost in the
end of next season. 1-2 top of the first as he faces the 4th and pops it up.
Little jam shot at 86 to 87 now. Then he'll have some success because he has great.
2-1 pitch. Ethan Lukes runs batted in. So we're on the board 2-1.
T to a left-handed hitter.
1-1 pitch.
Or breaking ball.
Way. Stroman against Leo. Copper to third. Velasquez diagnosed with an oblique injury. Neither.
But heading back up on Monday, Aaron's Brian Cashman. How the Yankees were.
Tom Smith, and he's opened some eyes as well.
Here with 3 weeks to go.
Shattered bat to Rodriguez.
What, about 8 to 10 ball
for a two-out base hit. So maybe early in the season.
DH there. So maybe that's an occasion. Never plays.
As Riley Terada. For a while, and suddenly there's this huge contact as he tries to get. And again, in Terada. Here we go again on 3.
And he's kicking himself all the way back to
extend himself into a game.
So he wants early contact.
Wagner, another ground ball to second base.
Back down, just changing the eye level. Really. That's the last pitch that's going to come. Use going with it and get a good feel.
Pitch. Go. Hitting that one out to run, and no doubter out just over the wall. Pitch. Game. Austin Wells. Situation getting into games.
Yeah, you look at last year, really struggled.
2 pitch coming up to Judge. Cody Bellinger followed Austin Wells. And Austin Wells will get
doubles down the line.
Wells is up.
Start a good year.
Clement on. Dom Smith will be there.
Done in this game because my question is.
Because I think he's a really good hitter. A pretty high on base percentage guy. I don't know what that means. I mean, it's a left-handed pitcher. You know, I do some
Judge combination right behind Alito.
You got Bell in lineup. And while I think
it's out to right, Judge will handle it. 2 teams. Jay's Ryan Jennings. By the way,
you don't usually see that. You don't even.
Know that route. Does it. His bat. And Grisham on the move. Has an RBI opportunity.
It's like it doesn't.
That platoon at third base. Grisham will come around to score. The move. Heineman throws down. 2-0 pitch. 2-2 pitch. By your local Ford stores.
Your first impressions of being a hitter?
I'm not trying to burn or whoever. It's important to get on base for him.
On at a high clip. Pitches, relaying that information to.
That also gives me a little bit of confidence. That opens up a lot more for what I can support the pitching staff. And
Eric Raiselman right now here in the
Have that typical leadoff guy.
can't track it down. The run will score. Same approach. Just plug me.
21 games, 193.
Chance to third. With
Patrick Casey with
How'd you feel about your pitch sequence?
and Wellesley in this organization.
I know you like working with those kettlebell.
oriented and got. When the season starts, you don't mind the night.
Labatt's couple ground ball outs. Top of the wall. Flown out to right and left field. Hammers that one out to center field. Loper Fido is 1-1 pitch of Vivas. And chopper right up the line. 88 fans in attendance for tonight's 0-2 in the third inning. 0-2 pitch to Bellinger. 1-2 pitch to Bellinger. Fouls besides Heineman behind the plate. And into shallow left field.
Try to go in and then back away.
5-3 Blue Jays lead it on Sportsnet. To right field. After 2025 Yankees ticket. Fouls that one into 2-1 pitch from Brewer. Stretching it for two. Will he get there? Stewart. To right center field. Adrian Pinto will get hit. Gets it on his hands.
It's not that important, honestly.
Can you give us a little?
Nothing earth-shattering, but it's all,
This third meeting between the Blue Jays and
kind of focus on.
those names on this pitching staff.
Obviously, you're going to game plan for him.
Like the hype has been elevated.
Into kind of a black and blues, and then Jimenez.
Donnie, always a pleasure. Good to see you.
Pitcher in for the Blue. Come around to score. Varby looked at a lot closer.
It was hurt most of the year.
Alexander Vargas is at third. 1-0 pitch from Yarbrough to Hardman.
Sometimes he would be an opener.
Third and foul. Off pitch coming to Hardman. And the throw over to runner T2T.org. 49 games. Covering the game and everybody going to the game. Javon Ward took over for Dalton Vart. So that one out to right field on the Montefiore Einstein scoreboard. The way he'd come out of that.
In high school and then
Fame candidacy.
Idaho and Portland, and that has not been to the World Series.
Always the team play.
Traded over to the Yankees. I got the NY on my chest.
Toronto leads at 5-4. The man. That one down the line and left.
Camp and Aaron Boone said that should allow Schmidt to continue to.
What's happening with the rotation? Up on that one into left for a 2-out base hit.
Who came up with the when your arm gets tired?
Away and a man on first.
A lot of times when that rule was 40th pitch.
Payton's. The bottom of the 8th, leading off to tie. Gabrielson sneaks one. Artistry and the different way he
During the year, game that you needed to win or lose.
Score standing up on the 2 runs in. Man on.
Didn't know if he was going to be up.
Knew what they had. They scouted these.
Him on the mound because his fastball wasn't.
The big leg kick, like whoop.
It's an hour, but it just jumps on you.
So stepped up big time in the post. Right center field. That's off the glove of Martinez. Castillo is the hitter. Tyler Hardman at first. Looks, it's a semblance of Yankees to try and close it out. Ninth. See if they can turn two. The hitter was hit away from Jackson, so the runners will. Watley.
And even with one out, you'll wait third.
Big strikeout here against. Wrap up the game here. 0-1 pitch. Score a second. Dan raced around and scored from 7. Younger.
4 games.
Everson.
The runners in the scoring position to get that.
1-1 pitch to Pereira. Fouls that one off. Trying to rally down 7-6. Pitch.
Big pitch, second and third, nobody.
Now, Eddie Wilson.
The last time he got on, getting in
In the 8th and 2 runs in the 9th.
I'd like to know who came up with the. It might be 88 to 91 miles an hour, but it just jumps on you.
See if you can get a big strikeout here against double play. You can get wrap up the game here. Patience in scoring 2 runs in the 8th and 2 runs in the 9th.